There's the right one. Good morning, everyone. Good late stream, everyone. Good morning, probably most of you. Cheers to those of you still up. This is the second part of this extremely casual playthrough of Final Fantasy VI. Nothing could be more casual than this. I've had a few drinks. I'm extremely happy to finally be actually over whatever the hell was making me feel ill earlier this week. I had a massive burrito earlier. It was the most calories I've consumed in like 2.5 days. It felt great. So I'm pleased as punch to be punch drunk and here for this. Could this music be any better? I mean, I just don't know. I think, honestly, 85% of the reason why I'm playing this game again, and almost certainly going to play Chrono Trigger again, is just to listen to the music and be a little bit carried away by that. But anyway. I have Toby came on. I don't think Toby will be joining us because I just put him to bed right next to Janelle. He's sitting on a bed that also has a down comforter on top of the bed. It is like the most comfortable a dog could ever look. Is on like a cushiony, soft, squishy bed with a down comforter on top of that in the same room as his mom. I don't think we'll be seeing him, but in any case, here we go. So this is, so if you didn't join us for the previous installment, we are at the pivotal early game moment here where we can choose between 3 different not timelines but kind of chapters that are told you know, sort of all at the same time. What's the word? Simultaneous, I guess. I don't know. I don't think they're meant to actually represent simultaneous moments, but they're, you know, the characters are split into their different groups, and now we're going to go do whatever we want to do. So I don't know which one to do first. I feel like Locks is the best of these 3. Concurrent, thank you. Good God. Cheers, Aqua. Also, hello, Prop Machine, Aqua, etc. Good to see all of you. Hi, Toast. Halfway through this Moscow meal. Cheers, Toast. I'm just drinking straight whiskey at this point. I'm feeling extremely happy to just not feel sick for the first time in a bit. So I'm just really riding high. We're gonna do Lock, I think, because it's just my favorite. Oh, and listen to the music. The music's so good in this. Oh, sorry, Elvok. I love that it's Elvok as Locke. It just occurred to me that nuts. I gotta be a little quiet because the neighbors are sleeping above, Janelle's sleeping next door, but it's hard to not be enthusiastic about playing this game again. It just occurred to me why I always associate these games with Star Wars. And part of that, surely, is that I, as a kid, was discovering Star Wars at the same time as I was playing these games. Like if I was like sick, you know, if I like stayed home sick from school, I would definitely like alternate between watching the Star Wars VHS tapes and playing Final Fantasy. And then, yes, as Prop Machine points out, they're full of Star Wars references, and Star Wars itself is full of Japanese references, so it all kind of fits. That being said, I mean, this is about, you know, kind of a band of rebels up against the Empire, right? So, I mean, like, come on. And also Wigs and Veg. Or, Wigs and Veg? Oh, no, I can't speak. Oh, I'm so happy I'm not sick. Anyway, Wigs and Veg. There you go. But yeah, I mean, you know, similar themes, I guess. There's similar face. You have similar face and you have similar themes, and these are very simpatico, aren't they? These 2 franchises. The Wigs and Veg cinematic universe. Anyway. So I feel like this section, what we've got to find is some of these pronunciations I've never actually had to say out loud, or at least not since I was a child when it didn't matter because my friend pronounced antidote antidot. So there wasn't a lot of competition for vernacular accuracy. Wow, vernacular accuracy. Celis? Is it Celis? Must be, right? We gotta go find her. That's really funny, Aqua. Yeah, Nibble, my best friend used to say anti-dot because of the truncation in the menu. You know, it couldn't support that many characters, so he just, not knowing the word from any other. Oh, that's right. We've got to. This is how you do it. Right. I'll rip your lungs out. Jesus. Come on, Elvok. You've got to steal this guy's clothes. Couldn't steal. Bullshit. We have to steal this guy's clothes. Axum. This is indeed the SNES version. This is the SNES Classic that I'm using. Okay, there we go. There's the desired effect. And here we go. Little tight, but the price was right. Woo! Do you think we could make it to the Haunted Forest tonight? I don't know. I'm trying to remember exactly how far away that is. Does anybody know what softs do even to this day? Kira's petrified. Like, come on. Soft? No one ever bought a soft. Let's be real. Echo screen? No one buys any of these things. This guy's got a whole, like, shelf in his store full of softs and echo screens. I think we're good. I don't need any of your softs. Oh, right, Problem Machine. That's right. It is in set. Okay. And we determined on the last stream that it was Sabin, right? Not Sabin. I'm going to try to be consistent. Oh, shit. I don't think I wanted to do this. Oh my god, I've got to run. This is the first time I've tried to run. This is bad. This is actually really bad. Oh god. Nope. Okay, we died. I love that it's annihilated. Just fucking annihilated. It's not like you're dead. Oh, and I lost my clothes. Oh, I gotta do that again? Bummer. I gotta steal me some new clothes. Alright, let's see if we can find another merchant. I don't remember that just being like an instant failure. Oh man, I still feel like I'm a little bit down on the old calorie count. I probably should have made like a grilled cheese or something before I started the stream. What are people saying? I'm like behind in chat, which I'm never behind in chat. The enemy Final Fantasy IX that is a statue monster. Becomes too soft to live. Oh, weird. Eat a fruit strip. Just eat fruit by the foot. Just have like 2 feet of fruit. You know. I want fruit by the meter. Sure, propagate. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, that works. Well, can you remind me? So, in terms of like nameable characters, right? What do we have in terms of the ladies. We've got Twist already, and then this is Celis. But then, is there another one? There's Realm, I suppose. Okay. Oh, I think I have to sneak through a house here. I've got to go out like through the back or something. But I don't think it's Duncan's house. I think it's a different house. Yeah, but I am gonna save in case I get annihilated again. Oops, did I do it? Yeah, I did, okay. Okay, well, I think we'll do Fiona for Celis. And play it by ear after that. Janelle isn't a Far Cryer, let's be, or a big baby, so you know, she doesn't get special status. How the hell do you get past this part? I remember having to go around the outside of the town, but I don't. Maybe through this house, I guess. Through this house. Down in the basement? Oh. Oh yeah, right, this kid just likes merchants for no reason in particular. Maybe his dad was a merchant? I don't know. I used to love really awful frosting. Cupcakes with really awful frosting. Yeah. I like kind of bad cake. You know, like a Betty Crocker, just like shitty birthday cake. But at this point, if I'm having a cupcake, I would like the frosting to taste good, because cupcakes aren't actually good unless the frosting's good. I mean, you know, there's no advantage of a cupcake over a piece of cake, except that, like, it's mostly frosting, so if the frosting isn't, like, good, you know, but cupcakes can be good. So I actually had Georgetown Cupcake send us a dozen cupcakes, and the main issue is that they just couldn't be kept well in the fridge, and so I only had like 2 or 3 of the dozen that I ordered. But those cupcakes are good. It's just butter, though. I mean, to be honest, it just tastes like somebody took a stick of butter, whipped it, and put it on some cake. Which is good, but it's kind of gross if you think about it too long. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? I forget. Salted caramel icing. Ooh, Janelle's favorite sweet thing is like caramel stuff. She loves the Haagen-Dazs, what is it? Oh god, it's caramel cone. The caramel cone Haagen-Dazs. That's like her favorite thing in the world. Where the hell do I go? This is how I escaped. And then I remember having to go around the outside. Oh, you steal more clothes? Oh god, that's right, Storyers, thank you. I forgot, you get the soldier's clothes, right? And then you go in the basement. Oh, the green man. Yeah, okay. Cheers. Completely forgot. But I thought he was up here. I thought the green man was up here. I guess he is, and I just didn't, like, talk to him. Or whatever. Yeah, I didn't talk to him. Scram, you blockhead. I forgot about the scram, you blockhead. Yeah. I don't want a tonic. Okay, there we go. Stole his clothing, too! Stole a tonic. Stole his clothing, too. Oh, right, the fast shoes. Well, do they let you equip what other people have on? I guess they do, don't they, huh? Yeah, alright. Oh, not relics, though. Not relics. Relics are not shared between Whatever. That's too bad. We're slow walking. Anyway. This is a weird stream series. I forget who at the beginning was saying, like, what? Final Fantasy VI? Yeah, there is a previous installment to this. It is very similar in tone. But the idea is that when I'm feeling a little punchy and Janelle's asleep, I'm gonna play old Square games. There was an era where I point out this one should have started with a few holes of God. Fair point. There was an era where Janelle and I were playing through Chrono Trigger together. And that was kind of fun, but he kept falling asleep. And I think kind of started missing a lot of the plot, so it kind of petered off. Fresh out of merchandise. I'm gonna pound your face or guess I'm out of luck. What? I'm gonna pound your face? Alright, I'm gonna pound your face. He just says sorry. I just killed that guy and he's like, sorry. My only exposure to JRPGs is the Giant Bomb Chrono Trigger run. I mean, yeah, I'm basically like holding off on Chrono Trigger for no real reason except that I wanted an excuse to play this game again because I do have fond memories of playing this game. But Chrono Trigger is really the it's the one that's thoroughly good. Whereas this has some moments where it's kind of boring. But a lot of this early stuff though is very, very good. The stuff that I remember being kind of dry is like mid-game. In here, like we gotta learn what the espers are and yada yada. I mean, it's like everybody kind of already gets that, so there's a lot of exposition that doesn't really need to exist. But this stuff's good. I forget where to go though. Oh yeah, the randomizer stuff. I forgot that that's a part of this. Will this guy leave? No, someone already moved for me, so I clearly am not fighting the right thing. I mean, when they call him a clown, I mean, it's fairly accurate. Yeah, the guy that moved was down here, so this has got to be the way to go, I would think. Maybe through the other side of the cafe here. Like a secret passage. Oh. Oh, do you go back to merchant here at this point? I don't know if I've done this right. This could be right? I don't remember. Oh, it is right. The old man cider, okay. There's that guy that really wants cider always. I don't remember where he is. Yeah, where's the cider guy? It's Duncan's house, right? The guy likes cider? Oh fuck, I know that I always found that so strange, playing this game. Where they're like, in order to progress, you gotta learn how to steal. But then it's not necessary at all for the rest of the game. Oh god, where the hell do I go? Does anybody know? It's this house, right? I mean, this is the kid who's like, my dad likes cider. Or no, it's the guy here. Nailed it. Oh. I love that rosebud! What? Oh god, the password is the Maltese Falcon. Like, what? Just like Star Wars. Okay, well we've made some progress here, which is good. Music shift here. I have to go to the basement if I remember correctly. Rascals. Little Rascals. It is a little spooky, yeah. Oh, this is the Informer. Whoa. This sound effect they reuse in Chrono Trigger. This is a sound effect in Chrono Trigger. Wow. That's really bizarre to hear. Or it's from earlier in the game, but I'm pretty sure they reused that in Chrono Trigger. Sounds very familiar either way. That wind is everywhere in Chrono Trigger. Okay, yeah, thank you, Antrix. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's very yeah, there must be the passes must be it's be like behind the bookshelf, I guess. Yeah, right. Ugh, I love this music. The Empire's generals. With this punch, I remember this punch so vividly. How do I go back? Oh my god, I'm so afraid I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. We're doing all caps, I believe. Perfect. Stupid laugh. Shut up. Assassin's Creeding my way along the rafters there, I guess. Oops. I remember some of this stuff having secret items. But maybe I'm thinking of the first time I was in this room. Right, the clock that's not ticking is like the way you open the secret exit, right? Oh, these simple puzzles I am failing at. Clock's not ticking. Do I have to like use something on it? I feel like there's like a way to activate that clock. But I don't know how. I'll use an eye drop. That's probably what I use. Ah, use lock on lock. Right. Oh. Oh man, that wink. That low-res wink, it actually reads pretty good. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, yeah. And some bread too, mumble mumble. And some bread too. I remember that bread. Oh, now I want some bread. And some bread too. Wind that clock. There you go. Ooh, Elvok. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this game came out in, what, 93? And even at that point, I had AOL. I'm pretty sure I had access. Well, ooh. Oh. I might have the Final Fantasy VI / Final Fantasy III strategy guide on my shelf over there. And it didn't occur to me until this moment that I'm sitting here playing through this game on an SNES Classic and not using the strategy guide. I know I have it. It's a question of whether... Wow, that was a fast random battle. Nintendo Power, yeah, probably had like some sections on this thing, but I definitely got the official strategy guide for this and Chrono Trigger. I know I have the Chrono Trigger guide still. This one, hard to say. Should I take a 30-second break and see if I have it? I feel like I probably do have it. And if I do have it, that's kind of vital information. I definitely had a moment where I didn't have internet at home, yeah. I mean, I remember, so the first big thing for me was, well, first the original Macintosh Mac that had a word processor, and that was kind of the thing that was mind-blowing to me. Probably the reason why I wanted to be a writer, because that was like the first thing I got to do on a computer. But then, and my dad was working for a typesetting company, and so he had a laser printer at home in like 1989 or something that would just instantly print like a beautiful piece of paper with like perfectly kerned fonts. That was kind of amazing. But and honestly, still would be amazing. But no, it was Macintosh, and then the Quadra 604, I think, that we got, that had a CD player that we ordered separately. That was hooked up through a null cable or whatever, and the CD-ROM that came with like an encyclopedia that had super low-res QuickTime videos of like giraffes and shit. That was mind-blowing, that I could just click a thing on an encyclopedia on my CD-ROM and then like a video of a giraffe would play. Like, that was just the craziest thing in the world to me. I didn't think I had a shield, but alright. Is this not the way to go? I guess this isn't the way to go. It wasn't Encarta Nuclear, it was like something else. Pre-Encarta. Yeah, those were the days. I remember getting broadband installed for the first time, but I was still too young for unsupervised internet access. Oh my god, my parents just let me go wild. I have so many stories about early internet adventures and Nick Brecken. It's a lot. I feel like I lived an entire lifetime on America Online, and then my actual life began. Yeah, I think I had AOL at home in like '93. So this would have lined up right around then. But there weren't many like reliable game guides, I feel. We didn't get broadband until, I don't know, 98, somewhere around there. Which was fairly early for the time. But, no, we had like we started with a 14K, or maybe 5600 modem. And then went up to 14K, and then went up to 28, and then 56. Wow, Elvok, I'm surprised that happened. I've probably talked enough about my early internet experiences on podcasts and things, but I definitely had some real formative moments. If I have one more drink, which I'm already fairly drunk, if I have one more drink, I'll just start talking. But I am like running low on healing, and that's kind of a problem. These battles keep going on, and I'm not finding the place that I need to go. Oh, right, she can heal, right. Right, okay. Oh god, where do I go, though? I'm kind of lost. Who's got the IGN game guide for this? Who's got the ASCII art game facts information that we need? I feel like I'm a little bit lost. Oh, here we go. Now I feel dumb. Ah, man, I should have made a cheeseburger before this stream. I really fucked up. I need some kind of sustenance. Almonds? Is that a drunk food? I feel like that's not like a drinking food, almonds. Metal Smashburger all the way. 1000%. I'm even more convinced of this as of late because I've made some burgers that aren't Smashburgers and it's just not. You gotta go Smashburger. Like 2 ounces of meat, maybe 3, and then you just crush it. Crispy, fried, fatty deliciousness. Good meat to cheese ratio also very important. Sorry, Aqua, to discuss these, you know, fleshy matters in your presence, but you know, I did see an ad for another Impossible Burger competitor. It was called, it had a ridiculous name. It was just stupid. Oh my god, what was it? Oh my god, I kind of want to like Google it because it was so dumb. It was so stupid. Oh, it's none of the ones that just popped up. We just saw like 6 ads for this while we were watching a show. It was like a pun. Oh wow, there are a lot on, oh man, what? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Like an Impossible, like a Beyond Burger competitor. It was like, it's probably more of a Beyond Burger competitor. It just had a ridiculous name. I kind of want to find it. It was so funny. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, I'm upset. Anyway. It was not a dream. We were watching television. If you can believe that. Part of the 90s theme here. My parents just moved to California and they got an AT&T TV subscription, which then allowed us to hack our way into having essentially cable, which is weird. And so I was exploring that, and we were getting the same ad for like an Impossible Burger competitor, and it was like, oh my god, it had Incognito. Incognito. That's exactly what it is, Dave. Incognito. Ridiculous. Ridiculous burger. Thank you, Dave. You saved me from my brain. I really appreciate you right now. Incognito. Oh my god, it's so dumb. I love it. Anyway, I gotta be careful not to be too loud, because I was about to be too loud. Why are you helping me? You remind me of someone. Just wanna. Okay, we're out of the town, finally. Oh, we have to go through the cave. I remember this part. I remember this part. We gotta fight the mini-boss, or whatever. Oh, and this has the same music as the train of the Mysterious Forest, and it's so good. Something you love. Incognito. I think between the forest and the train, the forest music is my favorite. Like this music is my preference, but the train is extremely good as well. But this is the kind of music that like I could just put on and fall asleep to. Final Fantasy XIV is in a... Wait, what? Why does Final Fantasy XIV have a rendition of the Phantom Train battle music? I don't understand. It's just the greatest hits of Final Fantasy and stuff. Yeah, I wonder if I would like that. But I mean, there are definitely parts of the 7 remake that I really liked. But to be honest, the parts that I really liked were the parts that were not the, like, strictly adhered to remake parts. Can I see myself playing an MMO in 2020? Here's the thing, Anshix. Here's the thing you don't know about me. I'm like somewhat susceptible to the MMO thing. And it wholly depends upon how much of the game is about exploration. Because I love games that are about like creating really interesting worlds and levels. And then like the point is to just kind of explore that. Most of them are not really actually about that. So, but to be honest, Prabhashin mentions Battle Royales. One of the reasons that I enjoyed playing Apex so much over the last few months is that I really like the levels. Like, and not so much in the recent revision, but a lot of it's just kind of about the world design to me. So my favorite MMO is still the original like vanilla World of Warcraft, and so I did subscribe to World of Warcraft Classic for a month to kind of just poke around in that again, and I will still defend it to this day. I think there's some incredible world design in that game, and it's very satisfying to kind of run around in those levels. But yeah, it's just, you know, all the other trappings of that stuff, I could, you know, take it or leave it. It's not really my favorite, you know, mechanical rule set. But yeah, running around in like really carefully crafted sort of theme park rides, that's my favorite shit in the world. And that's kind of what the original World of Warcraft felt like to me. It was just like really carefully constructed. We know you're going to pick up this quest at A, and you're going to go complete this quest at B, and in between we're going to craft this like really careful landscape to kind of convey a mood, and it was very successful in that way. And I don't think many of those games are very good at that. Generally, they feel very slapdash in terms of the world design, and so it doesn't appeal to me. The thing that I started to dislike about World of Warcraft is that a lot of the expansion kind of theme parks were a bit samey. Or a little bit just kind of trying too hard, or just, I don't know. You know, it's just, there's just too, you know, eventually there's just too much, you know, and it's just, you can't possibly, make, you know, 50 Disneylands that all kind of feel the same way. It's just not gonna work. There's a quality-quantity ratio that you can't really follow if you're trying to keep people subscribed, right? So, yeah. So Prop Machine, that's exactly the path that I chose when I went back to Classic. Plus the stuff in the Undead starting areas, up to like Hillsbrad. Is it Hillsbrad? I don't fucking remember. The one with the hill where everybody fought over it. Basically, up to that point, everything in the Undead zone up to that point, and then everything up to Thousand Eels and the Baron point. Clearly, super focused world design, really enjoyable. And they still had some of the composers, like the Diablo composer, Ullman, around, and so the music is generally pretty good. And Taryn Mill, yeah, there you go. All that stuff, just fucking great. You know, right? I mean, it's just you can't say that it's not. Everything past that is kind of like what happens when you have to just keep making stuff and you're out of ideas, which is fine. But yeah, that stuff's great. Oh no! I forgot about that, like, needle effect. It's pretty funny. Oh, thanks, Storyers. Yeah, there are some good orchestral renditions of this stuff, although I have to admit that I think my preferred versions of any sort of game track is just the original game track. I remember going to... this is like one of the dorkier things I've ever done, but I went to, look at that, just knocking that poison out. I went to an early version of Video Games Live. No, it was not Video Games Live, sorry. It was the other one. It was Play. It was Play. Much better than Video Games Live, I think, in terms of what they were trying to do. It was less production and more just we have an orchestra with the composers and we're just gonna like make music. He was not Elbach, yeah. So it was just Play, whatever, symphony. And I got to meet the composer Mitsuda, right? Or it's sort of escaping me, but the composer of Chrono Trigger I got to meet and shake his hand. And yeah, Mitsuda, yeah. And a couple of other things. And so, sorry, I'm going to pause it actually. So I went to the stupid concert and I wrote it up and I posted about it on Shack News, on the Shack News forums. And I think that was like one of the first things that Chris Remo noticed. And then him and I kind of had a dialogue, and then I eventually started writing for Idle Thumbs, and then eventually started writing for him at Shack News, and that's kind of how. But that was like the first thing where I was like, I was in college, and I just went to this concert, and then did a whole write-up on it, and then it kind of occurred to me that like I like writing and I like this stupid stuff, so maybe I could do this for some money, and that was kind of how all that started for me. It may be Elbach. I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying, and I think it's true. I know, Storyers. Yeah, I know that now. Yeah, he really did kill himself, and my understanding is that the composer of is it Uematsu, the composer of Final Fantasy games at that time, of this stuff, ended up writing a few tracks in Chrono Trigger to kind of help him out because he was so stressed out by writing the Chrono Trigger music, which certainly understand how stressful that would be. Anyway, yeah, that's Deep Idle Thumbs lore for you. But yeah, that concert had Mitsuda, and it had Koji Kondo, the composer of all the Mario music. And he did a medley of Mario music that was like incredible live on piano. And a couple of other really notable performances, and I was like, well, this is just the best. And then I remember Video Games Live came out shortly afterwards, kind of stealing the same idea, but doing it in a more sort of flashy, bullshit Tellerico way, and I was kind of sad. Because the concert I went to was like really wholesome and good, and I felt like the Video Games Live thing was just a little bit cheap. But anyway, we're in the clear, we did it. Okay, we're gonna do Ghost Train because I want to make sure that we do it on the second installment. I don't know if I'll be able to do all three of these, and we got to make sure that we get this in here. Bill Cat. Forgot it was Bill Cat. Oh, Tallarico's definitely an asshole. I'll just put it out there. There are some people that I know are assholes in the video game industry that I won't talk about. Not that I've ever met Tommy Tallarico, but like, let's be honest. Anyway, I'm gonna let this music play while I go get, like a half a drink, and maybe like scarf a cookie or something. I kind of need a grilled cheese, but I'm gonna have like a cookie to kind of make up for whatever that would have been. Anyway, I'll be right back. No. We can't leave while this is, hold on. This is bullshit. The music has to play while I'm gone. And the problem is that the break doesn't have after audio, so hold on, let's fix this. Now, we go break. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. All right, let's keep going. So I feel like you gotta go to this first house here, right? Oh yeah, a little shadow encounter. Sorry, Bill Cat encounter. The Reaper is always just a step behind me. Capital R Reaper. Ooh. Is this the first usage of this music? Might be. Might be. Lawnmower Repairman. Whoop, whoop. I love that, like, trailing, like, and then whoop, whoop. Oh man, it's just, whoop. Boulder Dash. Wow, what a weird encounter. I feel like some of that's mistranslation, but I feel like also some of it's just, this is a wacky moment in this game. We don't own sprint shoes yet? Oh wow, okay. I feel like we bought some, but I don't know. Creates the resolution. Use with throw command. Yeah, I know, Metal. So here's the thing about Final Fantasy in general. I mean, honestly, like, listen, I am not really fully equipped to give a real accurate review of Final Fantasy VII Remake, particularly since I didn't beat it. I do feel like the thing that I appreciated about it, one of the things that I appreciated about it, is that it did create some pretty goofy moments. And I think one of the things this series kind of just lost after a bit is that it was just too kind of self-serious. This early stuff is just really kind of goofy a lot of the time. Like, how can you not, like, the dog just walked out and, like, did the goofiest thing in the world. Oh, cool, I did the Shoryuken the first time. There you go. Once they had to start, like, voicing characters and, like, doing acting, it was like, maybe don't, you know? But, yeah, early on here, it's pretty good. Yeah, it is nice handshakes, yeah. I wish I had some water in front of me, but I don't, and I'm just can't be bothered to go get some. I was gonna say can't be buggered to go get some, but I feel like that's not maybe correct, and Aqua was gonna judge me. Oh, here we go. We're in the Imperial camp. This is the Arnold Schwarzenegger infiltration scene here. Can't you say, like, I can't be buggered to do a thing? I feel like that's isn't that a legitimate usage of buggered? No, it's not? Alright, fine. Maybe there's a different B word that I'm thinking of. No, you can't use that? Okay. Oh yeah, General Leo. Can't be arsed? Okay. Thank you, AJ. I appreciate you. I feel like can't be buggered is a real thing. I've heard it in a film. I think. So therefore it's real. Nuclear, to be honest, I mean, just full transparency, I don't remember anybody from Shacknews except for, like, the two people I really didn't like. And Chris. So you're safe. For my own part, I deleted my entire Shacknews account and all of my comments, so I'm also safe. Oh, Problem Machine. There were definitely two, like, hardcore Republican, you know, people that I'm sure are just extremely intolerable today that I would sort of joust with occasionally in the early aughts. But I don't recall their names off the top of my head. Not that I would say them right now if I did, but I know, Aqua. God, I was really relieved when I found out I could delete my entire Shacknews comment history. I had like 10,000 Shacknews comments from when I was like 17 years old that I was able to erase from the internet, and I was very happy. Yeah, I mean, you know, the funny thing is I started reading random comments. As I was getting ready to hit the button, I was like, oh, I'll just read a few of my old comments. And I wasn't, like, disappointed with myself in any real way. It was just awkward and kind of, like, you know, embarrassing more than, like, oh, I said something problematic. Like, there weren't any moments where I went, like, oh, this comment is really, you know, like, I didn't, you know, cancel myself in the past. I was like, okay, you know what? All right, I was doing, like, you know, for the time I was doing okay, you know. But it was just really cringy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so I was happy to just delete everything. Blues News. So Elvok. Here's the funny thing about Blues News. Blues News. Do you remember Jason Bateman? No, Jason Bateman. Do you remember Jason Bateman? The the actor in no, not Jason Bateman. Jason Bergman. Jason Bergman. Do you remember Jason Bateman from Arrested Development? You know. No, Jason Bergman, the Blues News, venerable Blues News poster. So Jason Bergman, I remember, you know, when I was working for Shacknews, I was like, oh, it's Shacknews and Blues News. And Jason Bergman was the Blues News guy. When I eventually went to work for, well, here we go. It's Cyan. When I went to work for Bethesda, I went downstairs one day and went, oh my God, it's Jason Bergman. Jason Bergman had begun working for Bethesda Publishing and ended up being a producer on Looney Boy, yeah. Ended up being producer on Fallout New Vegas, which I worked on a good deal. Which was really strange that the two of us were in the same building, and I was like, I'm a Shack News guy, and here's Looney Boy downstairs working on Fallout with me. It was very strange. Faithful retainer to his family's liege with the courage and strength of 100 men. What do we think here? Is it Problem Machine? Is it your turn to be in here? And if so, you know, how do we have you ceded yours to Elvac? All right. Well, shit. Who are we gonna use now? Let's see. Big babies. I mean, I do feel like this is Problem Machine. I don't feel like you should get to seed yours. I mean, it could be Seawolf, actually. Yeah, that would be good. It's Mengus! It's Mengus! No, I think Problem Machine should get a character because I think Problem Machine is clearly going to be here for these streams and should have a character regardless of Alvok. So what are we going to do with Problem Machine, though? Are we going to do Prob M? Are we going to do PM? Just PM? I don't know. How are we going to do it? Chroma? I mean, it's your pick on this one, Prob Machine. Probably Machine? We only have 6 characters, so settle down. Promare. I mean, I'm fine with Proma, if that's what you prefer. Promac. I mean, we could also just do like this. Probs? Probs is good. I'm happy with Probs. Let's do Probs. Anyway, Looney Boy. Yeah. What the hell are we talking about? Anyway, sorry, Jason Bateman. So this is the poisoning plot, right? Sir Probs. Okay, yeah, Sir Probs is perfect. This is great. They'll Probs give up. Yeah. Probo. Probo is. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I am your worst nightmare. God, Swood Tech is something else. I don't actually know if this is efficient to keep doing the sword tech. No idea. There you go, Albach. There you go. With 139 damage? Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna do a straight attack then. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, thank God. I do basically know every note in this game's soundtrack, and it's gross. The top won't open. Kick it or hit it. 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 There you go. I need a minute to collect myself anyway. I love these late night streams. I wish that I wish they were more like sort of prime time, that we could get everybody involved in these, but sort of by nature they are not. Yeah, so it's very relaxing. Going out with this poll, we have 2 for hit it, 3 for hit it. Blazeball. I don't understand you blazeballers. I really don't. Okay, we are gonna hit it. The votes are in. Youch. Who goes there? Oh boy, didn't work out. Oh, but we're jumping in the chest. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just a Lucy cat. Was that Lucy or Lousy? I feel like it was Lucy. I thought I saw Lucy. I feel like that was Lucy. Star pendant. What is a star pendant? Relic. Next against poison. I feel like I want Slade with the black belt. Oh, give Shadow Genji? Okay. Okay, black belt and Genji belt. Alright. There he is, it's General Leo! You know, that guy you can get back with the cheat code later, probably. Who would you cast as General Leo in a sort of film version of this? I don't really know who I imagine him as a character. Lance Henriksen, Colin Farrell. Gary, I feel like if a Gary Oldman from Fifth Element is going to be anybody, it's going to be Kefka, right? I mean, it's Dolph Lundgren. Wow. Jason Batman. Jared Leto. You know, here's the thing about Jared Leto. Well, we don't really need to get into it, but you know, the sky was orange yesterday, so when Janelle went to bed, I watched the first little bit of Blade Runner 2049, because I hadn't seen it since I saw it in theaters. And then I watched the Las Vegas stuff where, you know, it looks like it looked literally outside my house here. And, you know, Jared Leto, even when he's like, quote unquote, perfectly cast, it's still just kind of like, all right, but like, come on. I'm not a fan. Aqua, right? Those news reports of him being weird on set. I will say that movie 2049 is just too long. It's just too long. There are things I like about it, but it's just too fucking long. And I'm not usually in the like movies too long camp, but like in that case, it's too fucking long. Okay, so we're fighting Kefka here. This is the whole thing. I see Axe. 5 a.m. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. here, so that's much worse. But have a good night. Sleep tight. Yeah, Toast. I mean, I saw it in theaters twice, and so I clearly liked things about it. And honestly, it was better than I thought it would be, right? But there are sections that really just don't need to exist. It's and the whole plot about, well, I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but there's kind of an overarching plot that doesn't really need to exist. Anyway. Aeon Shix, you know, the funny thing is, I fully expected to hate the fact that Harrison Ford was in that movie. And I don't think that's necessarily the aspect of it that I would have cut. So I don't know. Like, he doesn't really add that much, but like, it's not the part that detracts from it, to me. I don't know. Blocks from the Blade Runner building. I've been in the Blade Runner building. I know where you live, Elbach. The Blade Runner combo. Oh, here we go. Didn't really have to jump off the ramparts there, but, you know. Yeah, Toast, I think that's true of a good deal of that film. It's like the things kind of, the set pieces sort of exist in order to exist. Like the underpinnings are there just to kind of justify the concept art of it, right? But the stuff I liked was the early stuff. I liked the stuff with him and the hologram. And the other replicant, and, you know. But I did watch that Dune trailer, and then immediately turned around and made Janelle watch the first 30 minutes of the David Lynch Dune. You know, the funny thing is, it's like there were a lot of scenes in that Dune trailer where I was like, oh, that's that scene from the movie. And nothing in the trailer felt like it was that much more striking than the Lynch Dune. And in some cases, I was like, well, it's a little bit less interesting. I don't know. I don't know how that movie's gonna play. Everyone's dead. Oh man, I'm drunk enough that I can throw out some really controversial movie opinions right now. We just watched the last like 30 minutes of Fury Road, and that movie is impeccably made. The editing is like extraordinary, right? Like it should not work, but it's incredible. But you know what? As a film, Fury Road's pretty forgettable. I don't think it's actually, I don't think it's really gonna hold up. I don't think it's gonna stand the test of time. I think it's incredibly well made, but watching it again, I have no desire to watch any more of it. It just, yeah, see, I knew this was gonna be a hot take, but, it's incredibly well made, but to like what end? Like it's just I don't know. None of it really captures me again. And to be honest, like I haven't seen it since I walked out of the theater, and I think there's a reason for it because it doesn't do a lot for me as a film as a whole. But when you watch it, it's like, how the hell did they make this? You know, every shot is just like, I mean, it must have just been meticulously storyboarded, and the execution of those storyboards is just, you know, unparalleled. But oh, hello, Warpigs. Yeah, Warpigs, thank you for following and thank you for your comment. That's kind of what I'm saying. No, I was watching it, and I'm watching it and I'm appreciating it, but I'm not caught up in it. I think it just doesn't do a lot for me. But you know, I also you know, I don't know. I mean, Elvok, I remember stuff from it, right? But I don't know. I mean, I guess so, Toast, but like I'm just yeah, there are a lot of films that are less impressive that I would much rather watch again. And I don't quite, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest about it. I don't quite know why, except that yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. I don't have a strong opinion about it either, Prop Machine. It's just interesting to me because it is so well made. It's like you cannot deny how well made it is. It's really extraordinary. Watching it again, I was like struck by the fact that one, I hadn't bothered to rewatch it since I saw it originally, and then two, I didn't really, after watching like 30 minutes of it, I wasn't really captured by it again. I don't know, just interesting. To me, personally, not to anybody else. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, this way, right. I gotta find my wife, I think? mean, Elbach, that actually may be the case in the sense that I live in an apartment where I can't destroy my neighbors. And, you know, the thought occurred to me as I was watching it and having these thoughts is that, you know, it may just be the kind of movie that you have to see in theaters to have a real impression of, or to kind of relive it in the sort of proper way. Which is fine, but... Or just move to the country, sure. I mean, sound has a huge impression on me as a film goer. It's really important. But also, I don't know. I still just think there's a... Yeah, I wouldn't say I really slip into that mode by default, though, Prop Machine. I think I was kind of being charitable in my head, in the sense that I was watching it and going, there's no reason why I would still be watching this if I didn't recognize how well made it is. You know what I mean? It was like the second part of it. It was not the initial thought. So I don't know. It's really well made, and yet I guess the story just isn't super interesting to me on a second rewatch. Furiosa's cool, but I mean, PM, there's there maybe sometimes there, you know, for me, there's a sweet spot between dumb and quote unquote good. I can't figure out where to go. I think I have to find my wife and be sad, and I don't know where she is. I mean, yeah, to be sure, Metal, I think if that movie had just come out and been a movie and not like this revelatory thing that everybody on the internet went on and on about, I probably wouldn't even be saying this, right? So I would just have watched it and been like, wow, this is really good, and then kind of turned it off. I don't know where to go. Whoops. I liked Us, Prop Machine. I liked it a good deal, but I didn't like it as much as Get Out. But I didn't. I know that's what everyone says. I know. I'm just saying. I can't be. Isn't that a shit way to approach a movie? I don't know. I'm a human being. I can only approach it how I can approach it. I don't think there's a good or bad way to approach a movie. Oh, maybe I have to talk to the... No. Jeez, I don't know where to go. Go get your scratch gun. You know, oh god, is it right on the... It might... I don't know that I have the Final Fantasy VI one. I think I've just got Chrono Trigger with me, and I think the Final Fantasy VI one either is gone or with my parents. It probably is with my parents. Host, I think that's probably part of it. And Problem Machine, I don't think it does anybody a disservice to compare one filmmaker's films with another filmmaker's films. I think that's totally fair game, regardless of the genre or, like, you know, whatever. But I don't feel that strongly about it one way or the other, to be honest. Not as good or better. I mean, you know, look, this is clearly shorthand, but I'm not going to get into a semantics argument with you right now. I've had too many drinks. What determines whether a movie is better than another movie? I mean, I don't know. Oh, there's a weird spotlight on the green screen, isn't there? Oh, there we go. Well, that's better. I don't know. I don't know. Why does somebody like this Star Trek movie over this Star Trek movie? I don't know. Who can say? Who cares? It's my prevailing. Finally the one door I had to walk through. Jeez. Sure, Problem Machine. But I'm allowed to say that, like, Steven Spielberg's, like, Jaws is more impressive to me than Steven Spielberg's Close Encounters, and that as a filmmaker, I feel like one is just more, you know, impactful to me than the other. I don't know. Sorry, that's my right. I mean, that's not the only thing I'm saying about it. I literally told you that I liked Us. But there's a postscript on the end of that, which is what I don't think is as well made as Get Out. And I don't think it's going to be as impactful overall. Well, if that's the predominant dialogue around it, Problem Machine, I think, you know, maybe that just means that that's the predominant dialogue around it. That's everyone's take. I know. And now I'm dying. You know who's gonna have to save us, though, is Problem Machine. Here we go. Us versus Up. Ooh, a much better head-to-head conversation. What percentage of the film is Godzilla's? That's what I think we should really be rating our films on. Probably should heal here. Wait a minute. Oh, Billy Cat's down. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna heal here. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Not good. Oh, there are the tonics. Okay, I forgot you have to sort. You have to sort your inventory in this game, and it's important to do that. Although you can't. Difficult to determine how it's sorted. Anyway. LVAC, I will say that we came across it too on HBO Max or something the other day, and kind of both went like, let's just not, based on the sort of general understanding of it. I mean, I'm kind of curious, but I also I feel like I know what it is, and it's a bummer. Oh yeah, I forget you get the mechs here. Oh my god, we are stomping around. I think down, generally? Is the way to go? You know what's funny about this game is I remember a lot of random battles, but what I didn't remember is that a lot of these are actually fairly scripted, in the sense that, like, you know, this is just kind of a little story moment where you're capturing a mech and fighting another mech, and I guess the random battles I remember the most are the ones where I was, like, leveling up in the overworld, trying to get to level 99 and beat the game. Yeah, Shakes, I don't know that it requires much grinding, but certainly as a kid, there were moments where I fell back on grinding. I think the speedruns probably, you know that you can just kind of breeze past certain sections if you know exactly how to do a thing, but I definitely, especially in the second half of the game, you know, I was grinding for hours to get up to certain levels with my, because at the end of the game, spoiler, you have like 3 or 4 groups of all of the characters, and there's like a ton of characters, and you have to survive each section, but I think I also just wanted to like min-max the game. Well, Nuclear, nobody voted for Batman Returns, and no one voted for The Edge. And so I got very discouraged. I really just want to watch Batman Returns with everyone. And no one wanted to do it, so... I feel like if Waterworld is worth a vote, I feel like The Edge is worth a vote. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Oh, I'm not supposed to come here. Oh. Oh wait, is this the forest? No. Down here? Down here. Ugh, this part's so good. I might make like a tiny, tiny little addendum drink for this part, just to enjoy it at the maximum effect, and also to just kind of let this music play on the VOD. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Oh, this part's so good. This is my favorite part of the game. It's all downhill from here, to be honest. What are we talking about here? Godzilla again? So much Godzilla. Yeah, the Netscape part of that site is very good. Hey Jones, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? How are we doing? How are we doing, like really? Like capital D doing? How's everybody actually doing? You know? This is the hour to really talk, you know? I'm about to delete my Shaq music account. Good. Well, I've done some good then, Nuclear, because I think it's a wise decision. Oh, I think you can drink from the... Oh, yeah, recovery spring. There we go. Been ruining my life with Final Fantasy XIV. Am I gonna have to play this game? Because it's got references to Final Fantasy games that I like, or liked. Wow, you did it, Nuclear. Wow, that is a lot. I mean... It's pretty good, but the first 60 hours are a lot less so. Only the first 60 hours. Oh boy. Up or down? Up or down? Up. Thing is, I don't really want to find the exit too quickly because the music is so good. I don't really want to get through it, you know. What's disturbing about this toast is that everybody, or Elvok, I mean, everyone who's talking right now, is that everybody seems to be into Final Fantasy XIV, either explicitly or secretly. Everyone has clearly played dozens of hours of this game, and it feels like a oh, here we go, This is a big deal. I'm gonna finish this conversation before we get into the best part of this game. But I'm scared of the fact that there were sleeper agents on our Discord who some less sleepy than others, but clearly sleeper agents conspiring to get me into Final Fantasy XIV. I'm a little afraid of it. Oh God. Scared to type the game time command zone. Alright, Promise Machine, alright. The black belt. Shadow has them? Oh. Oh, and I probably want to get the Genji glove off of Shadow because he's gonna go away. There we go. This menu, these sound effects, it's like it's just a clown show. Boop a doop boop ba doop boop boop boop. Like, what is this? Anyway, we have 4 days total time, which isn't the worst considering most of them. Yeah, 4 days total time. Yeah, that's like about what I ended up playing in the original WoW. Yes, probably. Can't suplex the train. Well, what's the point then? So there's this scene, and then there's the scene in Resident Evil 4 where Leon gets on the Doom cart and rides it from one end of that castle to the other, and they are sister scenes, I feel. Wait, you can have a Final Fantasy cursor as a pet? Okay. Oh, I love his little, like, finger wag. Pretty good. Oh my god. My hair is so long. Doesn't really look like it on the stream, but it's very long. On Earth? Here we go. What? No, it's supposed to go into the music. I guess the next car. This was just a bad, Here we go, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, you gotta try the door. This is the Phantom train. It carries the departed to the other side. There it is. Ah, God, the way the train fades in the distance. Oh, I ruined it. I ruined it by getting into a battle, but it's so good. Oh, it's a battle with bombs. Oh no. I have no idea what you're talking about, Nuclear. So, I mean, I'm drunk enough to not understand what you're saying. So I think you're safe. What is this? Oh. Ghost group by. What? What is a 40%? Does that mean it's a 40% the size of a normal keyboard? I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't... I don't get it. Alright, I'm on a ghost train. Yeah, sorry. Tell us about the train. Here's the deer depart to the other side. There they can take their eternal rest. Good poll. Oh yeah, you can bring the ghost with you. You can recruit the ghost. I forgot about this. This is so good. This is so good. I love this caboose. Wait a minute. I recruited him. Oh. Oh. I can't equip the ghost. I'm sad that I can't equip the ghost, but I am very happy that the ghost. This section of the game is so good. I mean, this is like, you know, just this is the kind of fantasy that I want in my Final Fantasy, if you know what I mean. The thing that I didn't like the part of Final Fantasy that got very like sci-fi. You know, I got very turned off when I saw like Final Fantasy, what was it, 11 and 12, where like there were like lasers and shit. Like, come on, you know, like just enough. Like, aircraft flying around shooting at each other, like it's just, I want a ghost train. I don't want the modern world encroaching on my Final Fantasy. If I'm gonna have one Final Fantasy, I want it to be a ghost train, clearly. I'm talking about airships, Pro Machine. I'm talking about like cutscenes that were just full of like fighter planes and stuff. I mean, it's just, get it out of there. Too much. Yeah, storyers and doing it poorly. You know, like just bad versions of that. Well, you know what, Toast? Even when I'm sober, I have the same opinion. So it's really just a difference of delivery more than anything else. It's not. But you know, I didn't really care for Final Fantasy 15, to be honest. I don't know why I liked the remake, the 7 remake over 15, but I did. 15, I got like an hour in and I went, this is not for me, but I understand that 7 has modern, it has technology in it, Problem Machine, but what I'm saying is that, like, you know, listen, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into it, because the things that I didn't like about, I don't know, post Final Fantasy 7 Final Fantasies, I don't have on, like, ready access in my brain. I don't have enough talking points to fill an hour here. I appreciate this Ghost Train. Yeah, I didn't like it, Elvok. I didn't like exploring 15th World. Didn't like it. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. I can't go out this door, though. Where's the door? I don't necessarily agree with that, PM. I mean, I understand what you mean by sci-fi maybe not being the right catch-all for what I'm describing. But there was like a, oh god, I mean, what's the right way to describe it? Was it Final Fantasy, like, what was Final Fantasy 11 even? Was there a Final Fantasy 11? Does anyone know what the hell that was? Because 12 was the one, it was an MMO, okay, right. So 12 is the one that I'm thinking of, I think. Where it was like, there was sort of like a trailer that I saw, and it was like expensive CG, but there was like a knight, and then he like walked out onto a platform, and there were like hundreds of like fighter ships fighting it out above, and it was just, I don't know. Everything just got too literal, to be honest. Just too literal. Sure, impersonal, yeah, fair enough. All this Star Wars? If it's the Star Wars prequels, then no thanks. I draw a line. When am I gonna do my drunk Star Wars thing? I feel like, I don't know, maybe... I was bummed, I feel like the commentary auto-ducking thing didn't really work. And, but I was excited to maybe do drunk Star Wars. Oh yeah, no escape, no escape. I remember this part. Oh, this is so good. This is such a good scene. But again, like an example of a scene that just like would not work at all if you put it into a modern Final Fantasy game. So I don't know. I believe we're stuck. Nuclear, thanks. Yeah, Janelle was she was bummed after that stream. I feel like I think she wants to do an animation thing and just doesn't quite know how to properly do it. It's tough. It's a tough thing to figure out. Anyway, Yeah, Aqua. I don't think she's seen that stuff, but maybe. I think the thing that's, you know, ultimately, I think she just wants to find some people to teach. I kind of just want to be a guinea pig for her and do a stream where she critiques my animation, because I feel like that would be fun for everybody, and maybe kind of, wow, 1,000 damage, holy shit. But she's a really good teacher, and I feel like it would be a fun thing to do. She's very pessimistic about her own drawing ability, but she's really good. I mean, she does these draw-overs, you know, like, you know, when you're a 3D animator, you get blocking, right? Which is like layout. So the layout department gives you basically like the really like super rough version of a scene. Like their job is to kind of just like take the storyboards and like literally just translate that into 3D animation, meaning it looks bad. But oh man, this scene's so good. So I'm gonna finish my thought and then move on to the scene. But then, you know, after that, I think typically Janelle used to kind of just go into keyframes that were posed. So she would take the models, 3D models, and pose them. And then do kind of, you know, start her animation off of those 3D poses. But lately, I think partly because she's working at Pixar now, and a lot of people at Pixar do 2D sketches, 2D, you know, like super rough 2D animation. She started to try that, and she's so self-conscious about it, but every time I look over her shoulder, her sketches are so good. Like, she's just, like, I mean, she can definitely 2D animate if she, like, wants to, you know, but she's really insecure about it because she's never actually, like, done it as a profession. Anyway, whatever, I don't know what I'm talking about now, except just kind of talking about Janelle, but she definitely, like, can do that stuff, you know. And yeah, I think that's part of it, Prop Machine. But I think that's part of it, Aqua, as well, right? Like she knows she can do a pose in 3D, but then in 2D maybe she's not. But oh god, I wish I could talk about what she's working on right now because it's so cool. It's just so fun. I can't wait till it's announced because it's going to come out not that far from now. But the scene's so good. Gotta eat. Gotta eat that ghost food. Gobble, snarf, snap. Wow. Just iconic, right? I mean, anybody who's played this game remembers Gobble, snarf, snap. Well, stuff down all I can. Let's go. Whoa. Just rested my feet on some cables that we're going to give away. That was bad. I might be a little drunk, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. I'm extremely happy to not be sick anymore. Oh, can we just eat again? I think we can just eat again. Love it. It's 2:30. Yes, indeed, it is, Elvok. Yeah. Not extraordinarily late for me lately. But I love this long description. And status ailments like poison cured. Oh, it's 10:30. Well, then we're fine. Then everything's fine. Let's just keep eating. I mean, why would you not just eat at the Ghost, you know, cafe over and over again? Why would you not just do this forever? Let's go slop the hogs. This I also remember. And I don't... is he the hog? Oh, Alvok, I feel for you. You need a day off. Everyone needs a day off right now. You know, I was just thinking the other day, like... God, I just so desperately want... Even though I'm not, like, working as hard as some right now, the feeling of a vacation is really missing in our lives at the moment, and any way you can kind of fake that is very valuable. When my thing is announced, you will understand. Okay. Well, I'm very curious about your thing then, Alvok. World needs a day off. Yeah, indeed, Lightbreaker. Yeah, you know, I don't really know how to talk about this, but I want to do more to connect with everybody on this stream. I don't really know how to do it. I'm pretty drunk right now, so I'm just gonna kind of freestyle at the moment. But like, you know, I feel like there are so many people kind of privately in pain right now, and I feel like there's like a bit of a connection through this stream, but I don't feel like it's what it could be, and I just really don't know what to do. But man, it's a tough time right now. You know, it's really tough, and I'm feeling it for sure. You know, I would say every couple of weeks I have a couple of days that are just very, very hard to get through. And I know everybody's going through this, and it's just I don't know. I don't know exactly how to address it in this format, you know. But as somebody who's like studying and kind of practicing now mental health care, it's interesting to me to try to look. You know, I mean, we're all kind of in this same space, you know, this Twitch space, and it's really, it's a strange space. It's a tough space because I can't hear your voices and I can't see your faces, you know. But I feel very close to everybody. I feel like I know a lot of you, and even the people I don't know. I feel like even when you say something in Twitch chat, I'm just like, oh, I completely relate to that, or I understand where you're coming from, and I you know, I kind of want to do more, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. You know, do art therapy. I mean, you know, Alvok, that's not a bad thought. The thought that I've had is that maybe I kind of want to actually just start doing real therapy, because I am doing it kind of in practice right now, but I would like to do it for real, except that I can't do it for real in the sense that I'm not licensed, but I'm feeling much more confident about my ability to do it. So I might do some kind of Patreon tier that's like a, if you want to talk, let's talk, you know? But I feel like it's tough. How do I get the hell out of here? Please order at the table. I did order. I've eaten food 1,000 times. This is weird. I actually don't know how to progress from this. Anyway, yeah, Elvok, yeah, that may be true. I mean, we even go around outside, I think? Okay. Ah, yeah. Weird. Why would you go? All right, everything's fine. Whisper. I like that sometimes the monsters get official names. I guess they always do, but I just don't notice them most of the time. How's Russell Altham's gang? You know, like, generally fine. I'm not gonna speak for any of them, you know, but, I don't actually know who in this group I can, heal. With. Oh yeah, this room, I remember this room now. Mm-hmm. You can go in this room and find a thing. Multiple things. And a monster in a box. Okay. Oh no, Bill Cats. Oh boy. Lagbreaker, nothing definite, no. Oh boy, this is rough. This could be bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I'm dead. Annihilated, in fact. Wait, oh my god, am I this far back? Is this that far though? Let's see. Oh, the reset thing. I forgot about the reset thing. Like, nuclear. Yeah, I'll just kind of keep going. It'll be fine. I'll give it another, 10, 20 minutes here and see if I can get to that suplex moment. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really tough time, and I feel like I want to start addressing it more directly. I think I should just tent here. Probably, yeah, let's just do the tent. I forgot a weird little tent appears. It's so small, it's the size of a human. 4 people, well, 3 people and a ghost are inside of that tent, technically. Interesting. Yeah, stories. I think that's essentially what's kind of in the back of my mind. Yeah, I would never put anybody on the spot. Absolutely. The chest in the diner car. Okay. But I remember, I remember the Subnautica stream, and I remember just kind of a general feeling that was achieved with that stream. It was a weird thing to talk about because it sounds kind of ridiculous, but and I would like to get kind of close to that again, because I feel like something was achieved there. There's a chest in diner car. God, yeah. What the? So, is that the 4 chest problem machine that you're talking about? I mean, there's this room. Oh, that's not the. There's these. It's the monster in the box thing. Oh, sure, Aqua. I mean, I'm very, listen, I'm very familiar with the actual, rules of, professional healthcare. What I would be describing here is less, official, right? I mean, there's a whole world. I mean, just to kind of rap about this for a second. There's a whole world of life coaching that exists, which I'm pretty cynical about, in the sense that I know some people who are doing that really ought not to be. But, okay, we're not gonna die. Oh, good night, Metal. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Put on that, haunted forest music and chill. But here's the thing. I mean, listen, as long as we're being totally serious. Or not totally serious. There's some. I've definitely heard tell of some therapists that are not much better. Let's say. And yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Total transparency, I'm doing therapy in a sort of educational setting, and I feel actually kind of confident about it now. And it really does feel like a calling to me, and I'm thinking about taking on some clients, you know, before I get registered, which will actually probably be about 4 years from now. The requirements in the U.S. are really stringent, but you can take on clients in a sort of casual way without kind of, you know, having to be registered. But technically 5 years in Antrix. I'm actually you know, a quarter of the way through my training at this point or more. But yeah, you know, I've talked to my kind of mentor a lot, and she's an incredible therapist, and she's really encouraged me to kind of do more, or as much as I can do, and I'm thinking about it. You know, I'm thinking about having some oh, this is the, oh shit, is this the way you do it? Oh god. Oh, there's a code here. Is it like center, right, left? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, absolutely, Liam. Absolutely. But you know, I just... Oh. You've got to have the right switches and then press the thing. Oh, it worked. What was Warpig's asking about? Let's see. Oh, the Subnautica stream. Yeah, there are Subnautica streams. Aeonchix is in fact, yeah. Well, we're gonna have a YouTube channel that's got all these VODs on them. Affable's helping me with this. It's gonna be much better in terms of pointing people to the right things, but yeah, Storyers. So that's something I've been thinking about, but even less about like game developers and more just people who are in kind of the industry or interested in the industry, or people who are game kind of people who would watch a game stream. To be quite honest, I mean, oh god, do I do the blitz to the left or the right now? Because he's running. Do I do the down forward? Okay, it works down forward left, even though we're running. So yeah. Oh, Jones, okay, good, yeah. So Affable, thank God for Affable. Affable is taking this on. Affable's unilaterally made a new YouTube channel where all the VODs are going to live, and is slowly uploading all of them. And it's very exciting for me, because I've just not really had a good idea of how to do all of that. Yeah, I don't know. I was mentioning earlier today about how I think I want to come up with more rewards for Patreon backers. One of which being, like, if you're a backer at any level, you get one invite for the Discord, which feels totally fair to me. But I might do some other tiers. I might do some other stuff. I don't know. And I'm dead. I saved not that far back, though. It's fine. This just means we get to listen to the music more. Why would you want to leave this section of the game? Yeah, here, how do you do the suplex? That's the question. Yeah. Is there a way to, like, no? Oh, yeah. X, Y, up, down. Okay. Yeah, Aqua, I mean, you know, you know, looking at kind of the path to. All right, here we go. Hold on. I'm going up, down, X. Oh wait, X, Y, up, down, X, Y, up, down, X, Y, up, down. Okay, here we go. Come on. I don't think I did it fast enough. Jeez Louise. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's down, up. It's down, up. Okay. X, Y, down, up. We gotta suplex this train. There you go. 405. 100%. That's so stupid. Alright, X, Y, down, up. Oh wait, really? Can you do the Phoenix down on the train? I know you can do that with ghosts in general on this, in Final Fantasy, especially early Final Fantasy games, but I feel like... Oh my god. Really? Well, that's ridiculous. Yeah, this section of this game is just so good. Oh, fuck. Let's go now. Ghost. What in Chrono Trigger would top this? Yeah, chicks, literally everything. What are my favorite Chrono Trigger moments? The trial, I mean, so many things. Prom Machine likes the parts of the game that I don't like. Not that I don't like them, but they're the parts that I would not pick. Yeah, the trial, the Robo stuff. Robo and what's her name at the fire at the end of the game after you've kind of done all the extra stuff, you know, in front of the campfire. The campfire stuff. Oof. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Chrono Trigger's a good game. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're gonna do a whole cutscene here? Oh no, we're done. But yeah, you know, I don't talk about, like, the degree that I'm getting right now very much on stream, which is funny. I guess in my head I feel like it's maybe just kind of boring to discuss, but I am getting a master's degree in the background, and I had to do a lot of rigorous training in the last month. It was very stressful. I had to do a lot of like actual therapy, and I did really well. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I think I was actually pretty good at it, and it gave me a lot of confidence, and it made me just want to do it as soon as possible, you know. And Oh, the Black Mesa Half-Life stream. Wow, that is a, yeah, man. But it's tough. It's tough going through this period of time and seeing so many people struggle. And you know, one of the things that like keeps running through my mind is that like my mom was a nurse, you know, and I there's a very clear, obvious reason why I'm at least considering, if not essentially, making a transition to a healthcare field, which is that it's sort of in my blood to some extent. Yeah, I think I might start taking on some clients. But, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. Oh, I love... So, this game especially, but also Chrono Trigger, these, like, God Ray sort of vignette cave, anything that's like a cave in the 16-bit era with the God Ray coming down, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Well, my mom was also a nerd, for sure, Prob Machine. She loved playing Link to the Past and Super Metroid. But at nights, she was a... well, before she had me, she was, in the 70s, she was an ER nurse. But when she had me, she was a hospice nurse, which is much harder. And she was on call. She would leave at 2 a.m. to go watch somebody die, you know. And I was kind of, you know, around that a lot. Let's join ranks again sometime. Yeah, it's, you know, the funny thing about it, Aqua, it's, you know, I've thought about this a lot. This is so personal, and it's weird that I'm kind of talking about this with all of you, but I feel very safe in this atmosphere. Oh, here we're gonna jump off the cliff. Let me jump off the cliff and then I'll talk about this. This is the Butch Cassidy moment in this game. Oh, we gotta fight piranhas. I forgot about this. It's like an elevator moment. Every JRPG is gonna have an elevator moment. You're gonna go down an elevator and fight like 7 waves of enemies, or it's gonna be like you're jumping off a cliff or whatever. But Prob Machine's favorite Chrono Trigger moment, the Black Omen, has an elevator where you fight waves of enemies. It's the same thing. But yeah, you know, Aqua, the funny thing is, like, I kind of have to make my peace with that, right? Like, I was thinking about my own therapist, who I'm very close with, and she has no online presence at all, you know? Which I think to some extent is an advantage, right? But I kind of, you know, entering that field, I sort of have to be realistic about the fact that that's just not going to be the case with me. And I can understand why that would be a limitation, but at the same time, I feel like it is an advantage in other ways, right? I can't shy away from it. I think that it's, I think that's an opportunity in some ways, you know? But it's definitely strange. The idea that a client of mine could watch a stupid stream where I'm having a drink and playing Final Fantasy is like, you know, okay, well that's just a possibility. But the funny thing about therapy is that you know, in my opinion, and I don't necessarily think that effective therapy means that you're hiding anything from your client. You know, I mean, there are boundaries that you may put up to some extent, but I think you want to be available, you know, and I don't, personally, especially with the way that I've set my own boundaries in my life here, where like I'm streaming enough hours a day and making my own life available on the internet, it doesn't make me uncomfortable. And I think it's an opportunity to get closer to somebody. I don't, you know, I'm not going to shy away from it. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Who are we going to name this scrappy character? This should be Seawolf. I mean, I'm fine with that if you are, everybody. I mean, is there any other? Yeah, I think Seawolf. I completely agree with you. I think it's a Seawolf. But yeah, the funny thing about therapy, right, is that there is like there's an inescapable element often of kind of oh, this music. Oh yeah, this is the Velt, right? Oh, it's so good. But yeah, you know, there's oftentimes you can, as a therapist, especially early on, you can rely on a sort of a relationship that is not unequal, but something where the client is coming to you for help and there's an imbalance, right? Or there's a or even like in this case, right, where you've got a therapist who's maybe older and a younger client, and there's a sort of gravitas that kind of lends the therapy a bit of weight that wouldn't normally exist, right? And in this case, like, there's no hiding the fact that I'm just going to be a goof on the internet in my free time, and anybody who wants to sort of experience that is just, you know, going to get to see that. And I'm not afraid of that. I think that's totally fine, you know. Aeon Shik's, like, the distance emotional remove, like, to some extent, sure. But then, on the other hand, you know, I don't think that that's the extent of a therapist-client relationship necessarily. At least not all the time. And you know, it's not. Oh shit. Oh wait, I've got to do a thing here. Wait, don't I have to like throw him a food or something? I gotta like stop ranting and like play the game for a second. Don't I have to like throw him food? I don't want to fight him. Oh yeah, he says I'm hungry. Oh shit, I gotta throw him food. I don't think I have the right food. I gotta like run from this situation. I don't want to fight him. Oh, I can't run. It won't let me. Okay, I'm gonna just hit him in the face. Aqua, you know, that's again, total transparency just because we're all talking as friends here. That's the funny thing about therapy. You know, you study in school all kinds of different schools of therapy. The reality is that most therapists practice a blend of different sort of schools of thought. You know, it's not a one. You'll often see a therapist advertise themselves as like, I'm a CBT therapist, I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist, or I'm a this therapist. And that might give you some idea of like how they practice, but generally speaking, in my experience anyway, or at least as far as I'm learning, that is a lot less meaningful than a lot of other kind of information, you know. But yeah, you know, Aqua, now that you say person-centered therapy, yes, you know, obviously very familiar with person-centered therapy, and I definitely of all the schools of thought, that's probably closer to my own. The haunted brain cannot ever comprehend CBT as the therapy. I need this food item. What the hell am I gonna do? I gotta use a tent probably and recover. Right, where's the town? But yeah, I mean, you know, I honestly, the more I learn about different approaches to therapy, I feel like most therapists don't strictly adhere to one or the other, and that it's kind of largely a cosmetic label in most cases. But yeah, person-centered and honestly existential therapy is really interesting to me. But again, like that sounds so like haughty, and really in my head it's just really it's much more about much more about, you know, to be quite honest, the therapist not knowing everything, you know, and which almost sounds like a cop-out when you explain it to somebody, but it makes a lot of sense, and it's actually fairly effective. So I gotta go buy some food. Oh my god, it's 3 a.m. Shit. Yeah, Aqua. So this is the thing that's really tough about, especially in terms of people asking me about, like, you know, what kind of therapist should I get, or like what therapy is right for me, and etc. It's like, I don't, as somebody who will eventually probably subscribe to that line of thinking, I don't even know how to recommend a therapist to somebody else. Like, it may be the case that somebody who practices cognitive behavioral is more to somebody else's taste and might be more effective for somebody. But I personally subscribe to the idea that it's more the case that it's better to create that space and to hold that space, right? They call, you know, it's typically referred to as, you know, we're going to hold space together. This is a safe space for you to work through an issue, and without judgment, right? But of course, all of this is kind of, you know, I'll use a game developer term. It's fungible. It's all a bit, you know. None of these are rigidly adhered to ever, I don't think, and I don't know that they should be, right? I don't think that there's no one way to solve anybody's brain, you know, and you know, there's really no solution, period, really. The thing that you hope for is that you can create a safe, warm space for somebody, and then, you know, within that, as a therapist, you can do certain things, like, you know, I very basically reflecting back to them in a way that they couldn't possibly do themselves, right? You know, the idea is that you're here to kind of give them a mirror, right? So as a client, you're able to see something about yourself that you wouldn't normally see, because after 10 sessions, you've said this thing X number of times, and maybe you didn't realize that, right? That's a sort of shorthand for it, but that's essentially kind of what it is it really is, you're holding up a mirror to the client. And that's not necessarily hands-off all the time. You know, sometimes a therapist is going to have a more heavy hand and say, look, you've said this 7 times to me, and clearly you don't mean it, or clearly, you know, and it's really up to the therapist to determine how often or how forceful a hand to have in that. And you can start to put people into different schools based on how you know how that goes, but really I don't know how useful that is, you know. So I personally, I think a good therapist just is sort of aware of different, you know, as many different techniques as possible and kind of uses them as they're applicable, which I think is probably the case with most healthcare workers. I don't think it's, you know, specific to therapy. Well, yeah, I mean, Aqua, you know, like, it's really, I mean, to me, the fun thing about therapy, if there is a fun thing from a kind of clinical perspective, is that line. Like, how do you tread that line? How do you know, create that warm space while also checking people, you know? I mean, essentially calling somebody on their bullshit, because everybody's got their own bullshit, right? And a lot of it comes down to personal philosophy, I think, and that's why it's so important to get a good fit with your therapist, because you know, it's about finding somebody who you can subscribe to, essentially. Because none of it's a science, let's be honest. But if you can find somebody who you really connect to and who you feel safe talking to and who can kind of occasionally create a debate with you, you know? I mean, like, I think some of it really is just creating a space where you can have a debate about your own personality. And if that person can hold up in that debate with you, I think that's the most valuable aspect of therapy. But again, that's just my experience. But that's the stuff that really interests me about it, you know. It's not a science, it's not an art, it's somewhere in between. Very personal, it's very it's conversational, but it's also very surgical. The stressful thing about conducting therapy is how careful you have to be, you know. And boy, you know, it's tough, but it's fun, and I want to do it. I really just want to practice it, like, right now. And so I don't want to be a quote-unquote life coach, because I think that's just a ridiculous term. But I do want to help people, and I don't think I want to wait 5 years to do it, you know. Yeah, Aqua, I mean, you know, honestly, the thing that fires me up the most about just getting out there and putting myself out there is stories like that, or people who have therapists that they just have just terrible experiences with, because it makes me angry. It actually makes me, like, you know, upset. I mean, you know, again, like, I'm so hesitant to ever pat myself on the back, but I know I wouldn't fuck up that bad too, you know. And it really bums me out in a very real way when I hear about people who have bad experiences with therapy, because for me, therapy was like revelatory. It was. I mean, it quite literally, it didn't save my life in a, like, mortal way, but it saved the life that I wanted to have, right? Like, I would not be living the life that I'm living right now if I didn't have a good therapist, you know. And I know a lot of people don't get to have that experience, and that's what motivates me to try to replicate for other people. Because a good therapist can't have 100 clients, you know. So it's a limited resource. It's a resource that has to be propagated. My therapist is so good. I wish everybody could have her. She's just a wonderful person, and so she's what motivates me. I want to do that for other people, you know. Well, most of what solving a problem is learning to describe it correctly. Yeah, you know, Problem Machine, I don't know that that's necessarily true. I mean, yes and no, right? I think a good therapist would be able to sit with you for a few sessions and understand what that might be. And, you know, again, the art of it is to not explicitly state that necessarily, but to kind of help you through the process of recognizing what it is. I went through dozens of sessions with my therapist before I really, truly understood what it was that I was trying to solve. And, you know, it requires a really attentive therapist. It requires somebody who's really actually paying attention to you. And that's not always the case. And again, oh, but Problem Machine, what I mean to say is not so much that you wait multiple sessions for the client to state it, but that in talking through your life, the therapist should be able to kind of see what is in your way, you know. It's not so much that you have to wait until somebody asks a question that's explicit. In fact, I'll share a little behind the scenes here. Sorry, I'm just wandering around town and just rambling now, but you know, one of the exercises that I've gone through in training is do therapy for hours without asking the client a single question, you know, and that's really hard. It's really hard to do, but it's extremely valuable because questions are lazy, you know, and it's really, you know, very often what's going on is not something that can be explicitly answered, or, you know, or should be explicitly answered. Because listen, like, if you came into a therapist and said, here's my life in 30 minutes, what should I do? And they said, here's what you should do. That wouldn't be valuable to anybody, really. And in fact, that often gets into weird ethical problems. You know, again, more behind the scenes stuff, but like, if you as a therapist were to say, all right, here's what I think you should do, and they go do it and it doesn't work out for them, then where are you, you know? You gotta be, it's much more subtle than that. And questions don't always get to the root of it, you know? But, well, I mean, maybe Problem Machine, or maybe they were just following a different, you know, school of thought. But that's just what I believe, and those are the sort of you know, philosophers and psychologists that I appreciate. Oh, there certainly are, PM, and that's, again, that is a reason, that's another motivating factor for me. I find that stuff very frustrating. And, you know, oh, the entrance to the Serpent Trench is south of the Crescent Mountain. Okay, good to know. Anyway, it's pretty late here. I should probably get going. But it was really good talking to all of you. Thank you for letting me kind of ramble about my stuff. I usually don't. I guess I was just drunk enough tonight to do it. I also just find this game very comforting. So it's a very easy game to talk over. I'm slightly disconcerted that everybody's calling it an interesting stream. That feels pejorative in some ways. No, I don't actually mean that. I don't actually mean that. But it's funny. Yeah, Warpigs. I'm really planning to stream the entirety of this game and then continue on to Chrono Trigger, and then maybe, I don't know. Maybe Secret of Mana? No, PM, I don't think I can play Secret of Mana again. If Janelle played it with me co-op, I might. Probably I would go from Chrono Trigger to Final Fantasy VII, if I'm being honest. And not the remake, the original. Although, you know, because the remake exists, maybe the real play is to go from that to Final Fantasy VIII, which has its own remake, but is not like a remake, it's the lowercase remake. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. But, maybe Final Fantasy VII is sort of played out for the moment. I've never played a Breath of Fire game. It wouldn't be nostalgic for me, so it's probably not a good drunk stream. Anyway, I really do appreciate everybody allowing me to rant about therapy, because I don't really get to do that very often. It's the thing that's most on my mind lately. I'm occasionally writing video games and occasionally doing this and that, but the thing that's interesting me the most is connecting with people, and you know, the stream is honestly the most concrete way I can do that outside of clinical work, and so it's nice to be able to just sort of, you know, hash that out a bit. Therapy thoughts. Yeah, well, there's the well-being channel, Aeon Chicks, and you know, I don't. The funny thing about the well-being channel is I don't get into it as much as I maybe should, partly because I feel like I just want to talk to people, you know. And this is a tough thing about training for therapy right now, is that all the training I've done at this point has been through Zoom, which is fine, and in fact it's a kind of therapy that I'm very interested in, because I want to connect with people who wouldn't normally maybe come in for a in-person session and might find that intimidating, you know. So I want to get used to that. But you know, I also just feel like speaking is a really important part, you know, and having the dialogue, and it's tough for me. I don't think I would ever be the kind of therapist who would sign up for one of those text message services. You know, there are a lot of text message therapy services, and I suspect they help a lot of people, but I don't know that I would find that as satisfying or as effective for me personally as doing something one-on-one with a voice. But I also keep thinking, like, maybe something like, you know, like playing a game and just talking to somebody might be an interesting version of that. You know, I don't know. But not being able to speak is tough for me, as you can tell. I like talking. So doing the text-based thing is tough. But I'm glad the Well-Being channel exists for people to support each other. Second Life sessions. What would that be? So you use, I guess, mostly typing then, because there's a chat box in Second Life, right? So you'd have an avatar, but then typing, or is there like audio? There's voice that's like probably proximity based, I guess, in Second Life. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely interested in sort of atypical therapy, but the text-based thing is tough for me, because the thing that I find so valuable about therapy is that intimate human connection, you know, and I think that the text, as everybody knows, and I grew up on text-based internet garbage, you know, there's a lot of, you know, misconstruing this for that, and who can you read this line as sarcasm, or, you know, and so it's not as accurate as just actually speaking with somebody. St. Louis, yes, a couch in St. Louis. Well, yeah, Aqua, that's, you know, I just did a whole 3 months on family therapy techniques where you're, you know, doing that kind of thing. But to be honest with you, like, I don't know, I would absolutely sit down and play some Civilization with somebody and talk about their life. You know what I mean? I think that would be an interesting way of reaching somebody who might be reticent to kind of come into an office in the middle of some office building and sit down in a couch in a weird kind of silent room, you know. No, I keep thinking about these kind of playing this on stream. What are you looking here, Nuclear? I don't know what this is. If I play this, it's gonna play it on stream, so I don't know what it is. Anyway, what would be the worst therapy game? Not Overcooked. Overcooked is close. Probably not Overcooked though. The bomb game, the defuse the bomb. Whatever. What's that? There are like a couple of them, but the one where you have to defuse the bomb, that would be the worst one, or the best, or maybe the best one. Could be the best one. Keep talking and nobody explodes. There you go. Yeah, that would maybe be the best one, but probably be the worst one. Anyway. Well, this has been a time and a half. EVE Online actively destroyed my mental health in 2013. Let's see. I was into EVE Online in 2009, 2008, 2009. So he got me by 4 years there, Jones. But it didn't destroy me. It more just kind of solidified the fact that I don't know that those games are for me. WAP. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Oh no, it cut off the music though. We can never lose the music. on these streams. Where's the thing? Capture audio. There it is. Okay. Oh, but also we need the game. There it is. Ah, much better. I am gonna go to bed, Aqua. Thank you all for just chatting with me. You know, these late night streams are funny. It's a much more intimate group, right? But I feel like the chat is much more active, and it's good. It's good. I like it a lot. I'm gonna beat this game. I should actually make sure I saved. I guess I did. Everything's fine. Yeah. Good to hang out, everybody. Thank you for indulging me on my sort of mental health nonsense. Yeah. David's hair is like very, maybe I could pull, maybe for by the final stream of this, maybe I could dye my hair blonde and pull off that mullet / ponytail. Rat tail, yeah. I'm getting close, but it would probably take another month or two. But maybe by the final time that we do this, I'll be at that level. Yeah, the Padawan level. Blonde Nick would be terrifying. Yeah, I suspect that's true, Aqua. Although, Janelle would argue that I am a blonde. So, do the math on that. I've always maintained that I have brown hair. However, if you look at pictures of me when I was a child, I did have blonde hair, like undoubtedly. And, you know, in the right light, here's the thing, I think the camera does make it a little darker. So I don't know. Yeah, she fully defends the fact that I'm blonde. And I've always argued with her. She also will say that she has brown hair and not black hair. When I look at her hair, I see black. But she sees brown hair. So she's always a little, like a shade lighter than I would define hair. Anyway, our eyes just taking too much light. I don't know. Brown Machine says you're both brown haired. I suppose my hair is pretty light in certain contexts, but I would say I have brown hair. Maybe dirty blonde? I don't know. Now we're getting into weird territory. I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you, Aqua. But yeah, no, thank you all for letting me just kind of ramble about things that were on my mind. Very comforting stream. You know, good time overall. I hope you're all doing well, really. And I'll see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow for Minecraft, I guess. I just can't conceive of the fact that tomorrow's Friday. It feels very strange to me. I lost this whole week to just a weird stomach thing. But yeah, good night, Toast. Good to see you chatting, Toast. And Sloan as well. Aqua, Aeon Chicks, everybody. Jones, good to see you as well. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Take care. Wash your hands. Good night. No, we can't end without the music. What the hell? Hold on. hour 2.5, and I think we're on world record pace. Not everyone runs this category. Oh! Hi, my name's Nick Brecken. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, I've never clicked this button.
Yeah, I'm Luke Skywalker. Yeah. Yeah. No!
I am a game developer, occasional podcaster.
Open over the door, you coward!
I stream almost daily on this channel now called Idle Thumbs.
No!
We have a really good community.
Oh, shit. Oh, no!
Please join us for,
Nope. Nope. Oh my god, I'm alive.
the hoisting. Join us for the madness.
Oh no, the engine's too big.
Join us for the hubris. What I need to do is stand on the roof of this Jeep and fire a rocket-propelled grenade.
Oh no! No!
I occasionally stream with my girlfriend Janelle.
I live on the edge.
No.
I live on the edge.
No, you don't.
Sorry, I occasionally stream with my partner Janelle.
Oh, Toby.
And my wonderful dog, Toby, who you may see.
Oh my god, Toby. Toby, get out of there.
This part's not going to be used.
Ready for the knowledge.
Hi. This is how you take pictures. You take a lot of pictures and then you select the one good one, right? Isn't that how you take pictures? That's how.
You piece of shit!
You did it!
That was way too big. I don't like being that big. This is a much better size for my face. This should be censored.